you are not taking advantage of this and you're brand registered and you're selling on Amazon, you are missing out on money. Significant money, significant opportunities to connect with more customers, and that is just a silly thing to do. So, premium A+ content, what is it? When you scroll down on an Amazon listing on the computer, or it's more towards the top on mobile, you'll see a very highly stylized landing page-esque section of your product listing, and that is A+ content or premium A+ content. Now, A+ content is immediately available to you if you are brand registered. Premium A+ content does have a small bar to entry. It used to be something that was only available to companies that were selling many, many millions, and it was invite only, and it cost a lot of money. But about a year and a half ago, Amazon changed that and made it much easier. And then just recently, this past fall, they made it even easier. So now you only need 5 pieces of A+ content approved within the last calendar year and a brand story uploaded in order to be able to be eligible to start taking advantage of premium A+ content. So some of the main differences between standard and premium are, first of all, the modules are wider, so they fill the full screen rather than being much more narrow with standard or traditional A+ content. So that's huge. That's just giving you more room to play with, more space to grab the eye, and more ways to really engage with your customers. Another thing that is very significant is you can add video to premium A+ content. So if you have different things that you want to show off, you have beautiful lifestyle imagery, different types of use cases, whatever it is, there's really a lot of room and flexibility that you can play with this feature, but it is definitely a game changer. You also have way more modules, and many of them are interactive. So you have hotspots, you have scrollable modules, all sorts of different ways that make really your A+ content feel much more similar to if you were designing your own website. So this gives brands the ability to show off their products beyond what they're able to do and have been able to do on Amazon previously. So let's dive into a couple of examples to show you what I mean. So I pulled up 3 examples today in a few different categories so that we can really get a full perspective on all of the ways that premium A+ content can be used. And none of these are the most brilliant or out of the box use cases, but these are really just meant to be examples to demonstrate how different brands are utilizing this to be able to connect with and convert more customers. So the first brand that I pulled up is Bose and their noise canceling headphones. So this is obviously a product that is doing massively well, over 18,000 reviews. But of course, there is steep competition and their product is higher priced. So we want to make sure, or they want to make sure rather, that they're doing everything that they possibly can to be able to convince customers that their headphones are worth investing in and are worth choosing from also any of the other high-end headphones that customers might be considering in their decisions. And so you see here, there's a lot of really lovely imagery here, a lot of lifestyle imagery in particular. We have video that's used in a really interesting scrollable fashion. We have also almost every module here is interactive. So we're really able to get a lot of information, but at the same time, they're showing us this in action. Somebody at school on a skateboard, someone in the car, someone on a beautiful cliff, someone that seems like they're walking in some sort of cityscape. So really talking about how this is, we're not necessarily talking about, but demonstrating that this is a product that is going to go with you in your life. Now, one thing that I would say that they're missing out on is a comparison chart at the end, especially because they have a variety of different noise canceling headsets. So that would have been a great chance for them to be able to help customers compare the products to each other. So it's unfortunate that they didn't do that, but it still overall looks pretty slick and good. Next up, we have Elta MD sunscreen. So this is another really, kind of cult favorite sunscreen that lots of dermatologists recommend, also has very high reviews. And you see here, once again, these beautiful wide modules. So they're really filling up the screen. Dermatologists recommended. So we're seeing some nice pictures of people wearing the sunscreen. talking about the different reviews, and that's scrollable, so that's really nice. And then they're doing what Bose didn't do, and that they're actually showing us a variety of their different formulas and helping us understand what makes them different so that we can make sure to choose the correct sunscreen that's going to fit our needs. And then we have a lot more information. And then I love this other creative way that they're using another standard comparison chart module, allowing us to be able to complete our regimen. So now they're not helping us choose which is the correct sunscreen, but they're helping us round out our skincare routine so that we can get our cleanser and our toner and our moisturizers and all of the other things we need. So this is a great opportunity at being able to upsell and really increase that cart value. And then lastly, I chose Huckville. So this is not necessarily a well-known product, but it looks like they're still doing quite well. This is an LCD writing tablet for kids. And if we scroll down to their premium A+ content, there's a lot that I would change here. I think there's definitely things that they could do much better, but they are still showing off and showing us a lot of great ways that children are able to interact with and use these products, the different messes that parents are going to be avoiding, all of the places that you can use it. You can see that they've also started to make their listing very Q4 ready with some imagery about the holidays and whatnot. And then the last standard comparison chart section that is giving us a variety of their different tablets so that once again we can choose which one is best for us. So there's quite a bit they could do better here. It's sad to see that they're not taking advantage of the video module in particular, since that would be a great addition, particularly if we could see some real humans interacting directly with this product. But this just shows you a little bit of a tip of the iceberg of some things that you can do with Premium A+. And one other great thing about Premium A+ is because these modules are more complex, you have a lot more images that you're uploading. So if you're doing, for example, a hotspot module, which is a large image and then little parts that you can hover over or click on, and it sort of zooms in and tells you a detail about it, each one of those on the back end, when you're uploading the listing, is a separate image, which means that you are increasing your SEO potential massively by using Premium A+ content, because each one of those images is also going to have image keywords associated with them. Those are a way to make the images accessible for everyone, for people using e-readers, for people that are not able to read and it's reading to them out loud, but those are also searchable. So it's a great way to add extra keywords and be able to really beef up your SEO on your listing. So if the 20% average increase in sales wasn't enough to pique your interest, this is also a huge